every time you think the tabletop industry can't hit any further of rock bottoms, we have Wonderfilled Games out there who's came from a developer who, started his dream job in the tabletop RPG industry, got together with the likes of Ernie Gygax Jr. and the like before he died, and others in the industry to try to build something that kind of was supposed to feel like a Dungeons and Dragons thing. Well, now he's gone off the rails. Of course, E. Gygax Jr., rest in peace, would probably savage this if it were going out today, and he was still with us, rolling in his grave, being referenced with this sickness here, where the guy's talking about how he's imagining a future with no white people. Yeah, everybody in the racist tabletop industry is racist, and it's mostly white people who are doing it. That's the weird part about all this. It's like some weird, like, self-flagellation, humiliation ritual that all these people want to engage in. It's sick. They need to get help. And they're getting savaged in the comments, of course. Now, this originally was a Kickstarter that did very, very well. And, I don't think it was marketed with they hate white people back then. But it is now. And they're, of course, going ballistic in the comments. This is a major crash out like I have not seen in a long, long time from a company, as their core fan base is pushing back against this because it got noticed. And this is why you don't act like this on Twitter.com. So please hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all things fantasy and tabletop RPGs. I'm a fantasy writer myself, my friends. I have a #1 bestseller right now for Steam and Country. This is about an airship crew. They go out, they quest, they fight monsters, they get embroiled in a war. I really think if you like Dungeons and Dragons and the like, you're really going to enjoy this whole setting I developed. It's a lot of fun. I would love to have a tabletop RPG in it. And yes, there are white people in it. I know. Yeah. I guess is that a selling point these days? I guess so. It's doing really, really great. Thanks so much, guys. We've sold so many books over the last 5 days. I think we've gotten close to 1,000 books sold this last week, and it's just because we write fun content in fantasy settings. It's not that hard, you'd think. But the tabletop industry just keeps doing this, and they keep shooting themselves in the foot. It's really, really sad. We know that Dungeons and Dragons has gone completely woke, trying to push to this new modern audience. This echoes what one of their big top executives said a couple years ago on a broadcast, when he said that he wanted to get people who look like him out of the industry, meaning white males. Very, very weird because, again, 90% of your audience is white males, so are mine. And so it's like, don't virtue signal against them. It shouldn't be that hard, but that's what they want. They really, really just hate you and want you dead. So grab this in the description below. It's available on ebook, print, and audiobook. Make it easy for you guys and support an alternative. Maybe we'll make an RPG one day. I appreciate you guys for being here. Now, Wonderfilled Games might have hit a new low in the tabletop RPG industry, as I said, taken to X. If you don't know, founded in 2018, Florida, based in Wisconsin now. Steve E. Deinhardt IV, a former Universal Studios designer. And so he's got some talent in the design level and got some chops in there. Came up with Giant Lands, a science fantasy tabletop RPG in 2021. It's set in post-apocalyptic Earth, and this is from their own descriptions. Sigils and ley lines hold immense power. Giant Lands blends strategy gameplay with rich narrative, allowing players to shape destinies in a world of giants, mutants, and more. Wow, that sounds pretty good. It sounds like a fantasy RPG. So if you look, and you look at Wonderfilled here, this is their website, and they've got this game will leave you devastated. Aftermath of Gaia's Fury. Giant Land waits. Giant Land, legendary champion wielding power. You've got some monsters and stuff like that. Pretty cool on this level. It looks pretty well done. You got E. Gygax Jr. as a creative supervisor. Larry Elmore as a cover artist, who did a great job, as he always does. Now, you will notice something that's not on this page. Any attacks on white people. And in fact, these are all white. Look at who's playing the game as like their demo. White person, white person, white person, white person, white person. Pretty ridiculous on this front. And this is how you should sell an RPG, right? Make it fun. It's about science fantasy. It's about the fiction. But they're changing that now. So this started yesterday. He replied to a tweet. Somebody saying, always calling black women aggressive and assertive, but never hear us when we speak softly. What's the science behind that? It's like, stop playing victim. And that's going viral out there. And, of course, Wonderfilled, Malcolm X had it right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you, Wakanda forever, Wonderfilled. Yes, Malcolm X had it right. Here's our team, man. We're all about Malcolm X. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. But the most neglected person in America is a black woman. It's the reason we feature an ethically mixed black woman on the cover of our first Giant Lands book, which takes place in a future in North America. Now, notice they advertise it with a lizard person on the real cover, and they've got this inside the box set. Pretty funny. This is their advertisement, right, that they've got on their website, right? When you go here, you've got the lizard person. Here you got white dudes, okay? Okay, you got it. Yeah, I guess they got it on the page here, but it's small. It's not really something they're looking at. They're okay. They got it as a trailer down there. Got the Nubian queen from Wakanda Forever. Okay. But again, they don't say anything anti-white on this. This is where it changes. And is that a white person there? I guess it's kind of like Storm like that. Is that a white person? I don't know. We're splitting hairs here. It's silly, but they're the ones who brought it up. Otherwise, I wouldn't be looking. In fact, we worked a lot with Larry Elmore, Steve Once, and Jeff D., white people, to make the art for Giants Land a more representative and inclusive. Wow, stunning and brave, just like the entire RPG industry. Every RPG is doing exactly this. We saw the same thing in the Player's Handbook for Dungeons & Dragons. Never forget the Mexican orcs, everybody. That was insane. The premise, and here it is. What if in the future there were no white people? James Ward loved it too. Larry Elmore tried to sneak in people of color into his TSR art, though he was often denied his attempts to make D&D less white. This is a claim he did not substantiate. And of course, just having random backgrounds of different fantasy peoples around the world, D&D always had Oriental adventures. It always had different settings. It's really retarded to make this thing. We decolonized the RPG and made a future where the USA and white people don't exist. Oh, please clap, everybody. So as you see, they've taken we need representation to the next level where it's we hate white people, we want you dead. And we want you in a spot where you can't even exist. And that's our fantasy. That's it. Is that going to sell? Is that going to go well? So he also went further and said, sadly, it was picked up by bigots and attacked online as the opposite. In fact, some reviewers accuse it of having no people of color at all. In fact, this was inspired by a 1993 issue of Time, The New Face of America, How Immigrants Are Shaping the World's First Multicultural Society. It's about when the mainstream industry decided to erase white people as well. Society now being destroyed by the most powerful criminals the world has ever known. And he really crashed out. And we're going to go through some of the comments here real quick. I'm a little sick, guys. I'm sorry for this, but a little out of breath just because I'm sick. But we're powering through it. We're white powering. Oh, no, not that. I'll fix that in edit. White people don't exist. It's a fantasy. A Nazi fantasy. Oh, wow. Stunning and brave. So that's the crazy comments here. And this is what he's doing now. Everybody's going, that's not what the word bigot means. You are the smort. He's just attacking RPG players out there. Bigots calling other bigots spanker. There's the white people don't exist. Clearly the only bigots here are you. Eat it. F off Trumpsy. Yeah, this is rich. I mean, this is a massive, massive crash out like I've never seen on here. F that show sucked, he says. Geez. Mostly keeping people like you away. He does want to hurt his own business. Doesn't want you to buy. Sort of like him as Dr. Doom. Eat it. It's the American dream, bozo. It's players like you that make it hard to make games. You are a Class A loser. F off and rot in hell. Holy crap. This is just really crazy. If you're going to say something incendiary and attacking people, don't lose your mind when you get a little pushback about it. You should expect that's going to happen. Again, your audience, Wonderfilled, is 90% white male. That's who buys and plays RPGs. It is really stupid to make comments like this and then to attack everybody who gives you a little pushback. Even if you have some fantasy setting and it's not a erasure thing or whatever, but you do want it to be a Wakanda black person sort of setting or something like that, all you have to do is just not attack white people in the process, and you probably can have your little fantasy world. It's your fantasy world after all. But my gosh, this is where they go every single time. They go way, way crazy, way off the line, and they go mask off just with how much they hate you and how much their true fantasies are. They want you dead. They want you gone. And wow, what's going to be gone, though, is wonderful games, is what I got to tell you. Because you get woke this bad, you're going broke pretty fast, and people are not going to forget something of this level. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us. I love to have you guys in our community. I have a great Discord server of some great people who love science fiction, fantasy, tabletop games, if you want to join. And this is our first Steam and Country. I've got a great setting of Rislandia. I've got a beautiful map I built. It's not in the book, but I can show it to you if you want. But it goes out, and this is the embodiment of what tabletop RPGs should be. I hope you enjoy it. Grab it in the description below on ebook, print, or audio. Thanks for supporting our channel. We'll be back soon.